Welcome to OverKing's How to Play Point Capture. This is going to be a game mode overview for Overwatch, but in all honesty, it's actually pretty straightforward, so it's going to be quick and clean, and let's get into it. So first things first, there are going to be 2 capture points. However, you can only do one at a time. You must take point A before you can take point B, and there is a time limit. Get point A, get more time. Take point B, you win the game. Now, the exact time limit of the match is going to be 5 minutes. If point A gets captured, an additional 5 minutes gets added to the time limit, so most likely, most games will be at least 10 minutes unless you get steamrolled. So really, it's ideal to stop them at A, of course, but it's really hard to do that because A, the checkpoint, is actually really far away from the defender's base. The second checkpoint is infinitely closer, almost like directly outside of their spawn. So for attackers, yeah, taking that last checkpoint is really hard, but taking the first one is pretty easy. Defenders, yeah, defending A is pretty hard, but defending the last checkpoint should be kind of easy depending on if you just let them take A instantaneously. Absolutely. If they have like 9 whole minutes to take B, they're probably going to do it. So even though there are 2 checkpoints that they have to take, it's really important to, as defenders, to be incredibly aggressive and just kind of stomp them at their spawn. Do not let them take A for as long as possible. And attackers, you want to be as aggressive, you want to be as flanky-danky as you possibly can. Get A as soon as possible. Let's actually get into the mechanics and the technicalities of the capture points. Okay, so attackers must be within the marked area around the capture point. It's actually really easy to do. It's a pretty huge freaking area. Of course, though, they are going to be alerted whenever you're trying to take it or if it's being contested, so you can't really sneak it too easily, and the time bar is freaking huge on that. So it's not like you can just run up with Tracer and just take it instantaneously. It's not going to work like that. Capture speed will vary on how many attackers are in the captured area. So if no attackers are in the capture area, capture progression actually can decrease. Each capture point is broken down into 3 segments. Once a segment is captured, it cannot be uncaptured, so there is permanent progress as long as you get there. However, through these different segments, it can actually diminish over time. Now, defenders, as well, just like with the payload, can contest the capture points. So while it is really good to constantly maintain pressure on their spawn and being very forward with your defense, but you should definitely keep an eyeball on the capture point at all times with somebody, most likely a tankier character. Now, unlike payload, it is significantly easier to set up static defenses. This is like turrets, Bastion. So attackers, more often than not, you're going to have to actually work together and use your ultimates in conjunction to break through that huge defense. Now, if you end up running out of time, there is going to be an overtime if somebody is on a point contested or capturing or not, whatever. As long as an attacker is on one of the capture points, it will go into overtime. However, if all the attackers die that's on the capture point, the overtime will tick down, and that'll be the GG. Other than that, the game mode is, well, actually pretty simple. Hopefully you have a grasp on it now. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're interested in more technical tricks and tips, guides, and overall just how to play Overwatch, go to overking.com or like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Keep the hype alive, and we'll see you again next time.